Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. So on the Bitcoin chart here, we have come down today to the 19K level. That was one of the target levels that I gave you earlier today. Yeah, we found support at this $19,000 level. You can see how relevant it is. So we are currently exactly there. There were two possibilities to turn around here at 19,600. That's the 50% fib retracement, and then the 61.8, which is the $19,000 level. So you can see the level is very relevant. We briefly went below it, but within an hour we recovered again, and we're now dancing on the 61.8% Fibonacci retracement level, the most relevant Fibonacci retracement level. Yeah, the problem that we have here is that we really should not retrace much more. So there is a few things we need to talk about. So as you know, for the last probably couple of weeks here since the low, we have been investigating the case for a possible bullish breakout. Now, we have not broken key resistance levels. As I always say in my videos, we want to see evidence in the Elliott Wave patterns, but also price confirmation. There were two levels of price confirmation we needed to get. Therefore, always indicated on this chart. One level was here between 21.3 and 21.7K. This break above this level would have allowed us to move to the next stage between 23K and 23.3K. I've been telling you for the last few days, or here last couple of weeks really, that a move above this level would make me consider to make a breakout scenario to the upside my primary one. It has never happened. Yeah, it has never happened, and also we have invalidated a couple of bullish scenarios here in the last few days, making it just less likely that we still are in a breakout scenario. We can still give Bitcoin a chance here as per this scenario, yeah, and this is the scenario that we've been talking about now for a while. This has always been here the sort of the alternative scenario on the chart of the bullish breakout scenarios. I always told you that it's possible that the wave 2 here in purple might never have finished as we moved up here. So in the end, it's looking like that this here was a wave 1 and this is a wave 2. A 1, a 2, and then in the wave 2 here the ABC with an overshooting wave B, and we're now coming down here in the wave C. Now, it's getting now quite interesting. It's getting quite difficult now for Bitcoin. If Bitcoin breaks below 18,500, yeah, which is, and again, shouldn't have taken it out here, the fib levels. If we look at these Fibonacci retracement levels, I would give it the chance still to break out to the upside here until it breaks below 18,384. Intraday, maybe going below it briefly is not a problem, but if we really close it daily below the level 18,384, it is just getting very, very unlikely that we still are in a breakout scenario to the upside. Yeah, you just need to know this. Yeah, and I always try to make you aware of things before they happen. So when we started to sketch here the breakout scenarios, we were around about here, I believe, sort of around the 19th, 20th of June, after we hit here this target area for a possible low at 17,500. So we're pretty much at the same level again. We have been following this price chart now for pretty much a couple of weeks. We're pretty much back to square one now, and we see that Bitcoin so far hasn't used its opportunity to really create a more sustainable breakout. Looking at the chart shows weakness. This is still possible to count it bullish, but I have to say very clearly the way we are coming down here, it gives me a bit of a headache. Yeah, I have to say that. But again, I've always emphasized, as long as we go above this resistance area here, there is still significant downside potential, and we have to just expect still lower prices. Even though we were tracking here bullish scenarios, but this was basically, and I've mentioned it a few times, because we want to know as soon as possible if a breakout occurs or not. So, however, there is still a chance for Bitcoin. As I said, yeah, there's still a chance, and the chance should be used above 18,384. So if we zoom in now to the 1 hour chart here in this C wave, in which we currently are, off the wave 2, you can see that we are coming down here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can count 5 waves as complete in this wave 5 of the wave C of the wave 2. Now, does it mean we go up? No. I've also shared it with the Telegram members earlier on the Signals channel. So first of all, in the earlier video today, we were around about here, and I told you we'll probably see a wave 4 to the upside, which happened, and then there would be another wave 5 down. That happened, and now this could be complete, but it is too early to confirm that we go up. Yeah, there is no evidence. To get evidence that we will indeed move up from here, we would need to go above 19,300. Well, again, it would not be evidence. It would rather be an indication, but it's an important one. Yeah, so 19,300, above that, we would get a clue that this downward move in the wave 2 is finished. Bitcoin still can go, in this scenario, in my opinion, to 18,400. This would all still be covered by my yellow target area that I've been having. Yeah, I had this on the chart since, well, for a week pretty much here, this yellow box, and we finally come into it. Okay. So as long as we stay in this yellow target box for a possible trend reversal, it's all good. If we go below this, then I think we have to get very accustomed to the idea that we will make a lower low here for Bitcoin below 17,500. I try to make you aware of this before we go below 17,500. Yeah. What you also need to understand, for the last 7 months, I've been telling you that we will go down lower until we finally came into my target area below 28.6K. Even when we came below it, I told you we will get lower because the shorter time frame Elliott Wave count suggested this. This here was and still is, for the first time in 7 months, the first serious opportunity that Bitcoin has to turn around. Looking, however, like how the stock market is looking like how that developed over the last few days, and looking at other cryptos like Matic, for example, which of all cryptos was the strongest one on the way up here, the absolute strongest one, and even Matic didn't break above key resistance levels. It didn't make it. It didn't even break above the 50-day moving average. And if not even the strongest altcoin, of this latest here, the price action, made it, I mean, how is Bitcoin going to make it? And Bitcoin was not as strong. So all eyes need to be on that $18,384 level, the 78.6% FIB level. And, the very last chance, the very last exit on the motorway for Bitcoin for a bullish reversal is here the 18K level. But a move below that will most likely trigger a move below 17.5K as well. And then we will probably make lower lows. And there are various target levels for that. And I'm going to observe that here for a little bit longer. But then I'm going to sketch out also in more detail here how a possible wave to the downside could look like with target levels. It doesn't, for me, have enough structure yet, this move down. So I would want to wait a little bit until we get the first larger retracement. That we get basically here wave 1 down, a wave 2 up, to be able to calculate more specifically where we would land. At the moment, this is a pretty large target area here below, starting at 17.4K, going down to 10.6. This is far too large, so I will specify this further as soon as we see a little bit more structure in the way down here. But again, the bullish scenario is still there, but it is just now, a couple of bullish scenarios have been invalidated. That's the purpose of looking at this from an Elliott Wave point of view, to understand how likely is a trend reversal. And at the moment, the Elliott Waves show us that of the bullish possibilities we had, quite a few have been invalidated. There's pretty much this one left that I've shown you. And if we go below a certain level, it will just get very unlikely. And from that point of view here, we are looking currently at this scenario. And I can give you one target level for a low here, and that would be based on the length of the wave 1. We can measure that. I think I did it before. We can measure that from here. Take the length of the wave 1, add it to the wave 4 high, and that gives us a first target area for coming down. That would be the 1.618 FIB extension, and that is here at 16.827K. Okay, 16.8K pretty much. This is where we have a good chance to go into in a wave 5, in the last wave down that would be. So it could very well be, as just emphasized in the video, I've always emphasized that there is still a risk for one more lower low, but there is a good chance that the next one will then be the lowest one and the last one before we have another chance for a reversal to the upside. And this is currently my view about Bitcoin. So hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.